Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to start a Depop channel, what sells, and how to sell. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is open up a Depop account. You just pick a username, password, and it's kind of like an Instagram layout. So you just like pick the pictures, description, set the price, and you can add like colors, what style fits, and you can like personalize it to see like, oh, what you might like to buy, or like what other people are selling, so that you get an idea of like what sells, what doesn't. For example, my Depop is Monica_M24, and my Depop kind of looks like this. It's like a variety of like clothes that obviously are in better conditions, that like obviously sells better, but it's also like vintage type looking things. That's what I think people would most likely buy. And like I also list stuff that like, oh, if I saw it, I would probably buy it. And like I'm taking marketing, so we learn like sometimes you gotta think about like what a consumer might want and what like they're looking for, the price range, if it's like a good style for them, all that type of stuff. So for example, I have this Chichen Itza like tie-dye shirt. Like at first I wore it and I was like, it's not really my style, but I know that there's like, this is like a thrift material type of shirt, you know? And it's like in pretty good condition. There might be like some minor spotting here. It's a large and it's just tie-dye, but like something like this on Depop would sell for like $12-15, and I'd say most shirts are like that, but obviously like I've seen the cheaper ones like $8 or $5 if people just want to get rid of stuff. Will say with Depop they do take fees. I think it's usually like $1 or $2 depending on like how much you're pricing your item, but usually I just like increase the price by $2 or something like that, like $1.50 maybe, so that I don't lose money because of the fees. And there's also shipping fees, which it's interesting because you can do it from Depop and they have like a direct connection with the United States Postal Service, or you can set up your own shipping rates, which is what I do. And I use Pirate Ship right here. It's not sponsored in any way, but I don't know, I saw it one time when I was working on my small business. I have a small business, it's called Simplement Sticker Co, and we sell this, and we actually have a pop-up shop coming December 9th in West Covina. So I'll put the flyer here and I'll link in the bio if you want to check it out. But basically with the shipping fees, with the USPS one, it's like you have to wait obviously, and I think the cheapest one is like $5 shipping, like for something really light, like less than a pound or something. And I think that's like really crazy, because like I don't know, I think it's just easier if you do it yourself. Like I just have a scale, I don't know where I put it, but oh, it's right here. So I just use a scale that I have like a kitchen scale, you know? So you just grab what is it? You grab one of these bags. I forgot, oh, poly mailers. I got these poly mailers from Amazon. It was like 100 for $11 or $10, and they fit most clothes, you know, and then it already comes in the seal. So like with the shirt, what I would do, I just put the shirt in here and I would weigh it. But if you want to use Pirate Ship, you have to use it in ounces, so you just have to like put the ounce thing, and then once you like put it, you just insert the calculations on the website. And usually for a shirt it's like $4.25ish or $3 something, so it just depends on the size of the shirt. But I prefer just taking the time to like just do my own shipping rates, because like I wouldn't want to pay like extra money when I know like there's a cheaper option. So I like to think of that for my customers. And I had sold 6 items from my Depop. I sold a Steelers jersey, I think for like $20, and then I sold a Star Wars shirt from Hot Topic, and I'm trying to think. Oh, an Adidas soccer jersey. So I'll just show the products that I've sold already. But what's funny is that like my first order was like I think 3 days after that I started, and I don't even know how. I think it was just like, oh, hashtags. Hashtags is a good one. So with hashtags, you just like put like hashtag women's soccer jersey, hashtag soccer jersey, hashtag football jersey, hashtag Star Wars, stuff like that, like relevant stuff that people can easily search up. Because like when I would search up like Star Wars, it would like come up as one of the first ones, so that way I know like people are seeing it in like the first few images without having to like switch pages and all that stuff. Now I know that was like a really long clip, but some other things that I'm selling on my Depop, like I have like a Shawn Mendes shirt. I have I don't even know what, Old Navy shirt. I'm also selling like hats and sweaters, but decluttering is like one of like the first steps actually. It's like you can't sell stuff if you don't have stuff to sell, you know? So I just have like a whole pile of clothes. Like I have pants, long sleeves. Like this is like, I think I got it at PacSun, but like the neck is kind of like stretched out, so that's why I'm selling it for like, oh, I don't even know if I put this on. I don't think so. Long sleeves, stuff like that. So it has to be like decent stuff. It can't just be stuff you typically find in a thrift store, I'd say. Like I'd say the quality on Depop is better, and there's always like communication options such as like the Depop direct messaging, which I've used just to like make sure I know people's address correctly, because sometimes like the zip codes are like different, but I just want to make sure. Also, if you're printing from pirate ship, you do have to like manually type everything, but I'd say just message the person before you actually print it out, because one time I printed it and I put everything correct, but I realized the city was wrong, which was weird because like the zip code was the same as the other one. But anywho, so I paid like $5.75 for that one. But the pirate ship has this thing where if you like don't ship the label, like if you like the incorrect label, right? If you don't ship it, they'll like refund the money in 30 days, so that way you're not like wasting the $5.75 on like a label you can't use anymore, you know? But yeah, I'm trying to think. Like sometimes other people sell like their personal like jewelry stuff. Like I've sold a necklace, I think. So I just like wrapped it in a nice little bag, put it in like, usually for those ones I have like smaller like cardboard looking poly mailers that I use for my small business, so that way it's like easier to like track or whatever, or like it weighs less. But I'm trying to think what else. Let me check and I'll come back. So before, what Depop did, they had two separate payment options, but now they only use Depop payments. And how that works is you just link your bank account to Depop, so it sends like direct deposit, and you just have to put like your security stuff, you know. Trying to think. Yeah, and then if you put a tracking number, which you probably should, like they're paying the shipping fees, so you should like have a tracking number on your packaging somewhere. So if you put it like that, there's an option like, oh, when you ship out, put the tracking number, and then once they receive it, I think, or it's been 2 days, Depop will transfer the money over. But if you don't, then you have to wait like 11 days or something like that if you don't have a tracking number. So before, I didn't put tracking numbers because I went to USPS, but it was for like small items, it wasn't for the big items. So that's why I didn't have like the tracking numbers, but it took like a little bit longer for my money to like arrive in my bank. Depop also has this thing where like you can counter offer or like give discounts if people like your items, which is why it's kind of like Instagram. It's like the same format grid and people like the stuff, and then you can see what they like, all that stuff. And if somebody likes your item, for instance, you could give them like an offer like, oh, if you're selling this shirt for $15, they set like example prices, but you can like set the price whatever you want, like $1 less, $2 less. So sometimes I put a shirt for $25, like a jersey, and then I give the discount to $22. That way I'm still making the profit from the Depop fees, even if I sell it for like $20, stuff like that. And there's an option for payment, shipping options. Like either they pay for it so that you charge them, and then the money still goes into your transaction, and then you're the one paying it. Or there's another option where you pay for it, so they just pay like the whole thing. Either way, the shipping's gonna be paid. But you can just decide how to fix it to your liking. There's also discounts. I don't really do that many discounts. I'll do like 10% or something, because like it's already like cheaper priced than original. But I get that like if somebody sees the discount, they're gonna be like, oh, maybe I'll buy it, because sometimes I get discounts from like things that I like, and I'm like, that's good, that's a good price. But sometimes I'm like, do I really need it? I don't know, I'm like a logical person like that, which is kind of weird. And then I saw this on the app, but I've never used it. It's like vacation mode. So like if your business is like, or your page is like on vacation mode, you're not like selling anything, so it's just like time away from that. Basically for this part, it's like the home page where you manage all your stuff. So here I have like my sold items, people can give me feedback, and then offers, like, oh, somebody offered me like $19.50, I can say yes or no. There's drafts, incompleted, so I can have like backups and just do it like whenever. This is the payment method, so it's like shows you like, oh, I got paid $23 and stuff like that. Yeah, and then here's how you list an item. So you just like type a description, put a picture, select like if it's men's, women's, kids, everything else. The brand, obviously if there's no brand, you can just put like other. Some people put like just random brands that kind of sell the same thing, just for like boosting their page product. And then you can put the price, and then here's where you put the shipping. Like I have the other, which is why I do pirate ship. So it'd be like $3.25 for shipping, $4.25. You could do worldwide, but that just makes it like a little more complicated to figure out the shipping and then like where you're located, all that stuff. I think something that's like really important about like setting up your Depop is finding like your aesthetic. Like I've seen people who do like an all white feed or like some aura designs, but mine is just kind of like plain Instagram. I think that's fine. I just put like little cute captions, and sometimes I like throw in little goodies. Like since I already have a small business, I'll throw in a sticker or be like handwrite notes like, hey, blah blah blah, thank you so much for purchasing my item. I also have a small business if you want to check it out, you know, like self-promotion. But yeah, I think like having cute like little packaging like that is cute, only if you can like afford it. If not, like just send the package. Like that's basically what Depop is, just like selling clothes, buying clothes. It's not even has to be clothes. I've seen shoes, I've seen like toys, I've seen earrings, jewelry, stuff like that. So honestly, you could pretty much sell anything on Depop. And like the photography with Depop really matters, because like you gotta show like all the like little details of the like item you're selling. Like if it's a shirt, you gotta show the tag, the front, the back, if there's any like what's a word, like if there's any like damage or rips or stuff like that. Same thing with like shirts or shorts, shoes, jeans, items like that. I think I try to post like a few items a week, and if like the item doesn't sell, I just like edit the description, change the price, give a discount, something like that, so that hopefully it shows up on another person's feed, and then that way I can sell it. I think that's it for the video. I hope you found it somewhat helpful. If you found like a tip or two, if I think of anything, I'll just add it to the end of this video. And yeah, make sure to check out my small business. The pop-up's December 9th. I'll leave the flyer here. And if you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye!